Hey guys, I'm Robbie with RV Sales of Oregon. Today we're taking a look at this really neat Class B motorhome. It is a Winnebago Trend. 2014 is the model year, and it's about a 23 footer. Definitely a Class B. People might say Class C because they see this front cap, but it is the more van style. It does not have the overhead bed above the cab, but does have a bed to replace it. It sleeps 4. It's on the 1-ton Dodge chassis or Ram chassis. Same thing. It's a gas motor. These gas motors are great. They are the hemispherical head, so a Hemi is as they're known. But really good, powerful motors. They last a long, long time. Dodge has made a good name for themselves on the motor side of stuff. And then a very stout chassis that it rides on. I'll do a quick walk around and I'll show you guys on the inside, but a real sleek front nose, aerodynamic. Not having that front cap is going to help with wind noise. It's going to make your fuel mileage a little bit better. I don't know how much measuring wise, if it's noticeable, but it will just make it drive better. Less crosswinds, less headwinds, and less noise. We got some newer tires on this guy. I think these are a year or 2 old. They are from 2021, so about a year old. We're in 2023 now. Happy New Year, but still pretty new tires there. Your fuel door is tucked away right in here. If I can be smart enough to open it. I swear it's here. There it is. Fuel door, super exciting. The reason I point that out is just because it's nice. People can't get to it easily, or they wouldn't know it's there. Propane hookups down below. Well, actually, I'll talk about this while we're outside. It's not really something you can see. This rig does not have a setup with a typical generator, as we know. It actually has it built into the motor of this thing, like an I don't know exactly how it works. My understanding is it's like an overbuilt alternator to charge an inverter separately, so you actually can use your motor as the generator itself, and it has an auto start and everything like that, so it's equipped to work that way. So you get to save a lot of room on basement storage, things like that, and just kind of it's a simple way to do it, and it makes sense. So in something like that, you're saving space by doing that. Our water heater here, it is an on-demand water heater, gas and electric there, 30 amp power hookups here, and just potable water fill here. Some nice letters, they say Trend. You're a dually in the rear. Pardon me. Gosh, I'm off. Excuse me, you are not a dually in the rear, so you save some money on tires there. And then, gosh, am I getting all my stuff mixed up? I'm so sorry. I should just restart this video, but I'm not going to. I'm going to correct myself. This does have a 4,000 watt Awning gas generator on it. Pardon me, I'm getting it mixed up with a rig right next to me right now. So this one does have a 4,000 watt gas generator, runs off your regular gas tank. Excuse me for my mistake. If you can tell, these videos aren't scripted. Here's your backup camera right up top. It is a night vision backup camera, so if it's, you know, middle of the night, you can still see back here. And then we have storage for our sewage tank there. You have the cutest little receiver in the world here. It's loaded for 200 pounds at the hitch, so 2,000 pounds. You can get that adapted to be your standard size. Obviously right now it's set up more for bikes or a scooter or luggage back here, but the receivers can be changed if you're towing something with these. That motor does have the power to tow more than 2,000 pounds. Just need to have your receiver set up properly. In the back, this is our biggest bay of storage on here. You can see it has this kind of like a wash pan here. There's a drain at the bottom. What you're looking at here is your low point drains and fresh water and the winterizing valve there. So just nice and easy to get to. Gives you kind of a working station. I mean, if you're a fisherman, that's a wonderful thing to have. If you're not, there's still plenty of uses you can use this for. Obviously, it's not built for fish. It's just what comes to mind for me. But good storage space on the outside there. Our furnace, we have heat pumps with the AC unit on here, but then this is your propane furnace if you're boondocking or just prefer propane furnace. They do give off a little bit heat a little bit quicker than a heat pump does. That's what that is there. We have our powered awning up above me. It is about the full length of the rig. And then you have a couple outside speakers. Pardon me. And a nice little LED strip light underneath there, so you get this nice ambient light under here. But yeah, all powered. You just press a button and it will come out for you. I don't think I'm missing too much here, but let's double check. Oh, again, more fish. Just kidding. Yeah, but you do see that there are seat belts that are right down here. That doesn't mean you sit down here. Ha ha ha. The chair's right above it, so they're just tucked out of the way when you're not using it. But again, good deep storage, easy to keep clean with that kind of rubber tray they put in those things. Let's see. Aluminum Alcoa, not Alcoa, but aluminum alloy wheels. Nice. And then let's check this puppy out. I'm gonna actually have you start off in the back here. We'll start there. So we have the full-size corner bed. They do call it an ergonomic bed, so there's some buttons, right? Where are they? I'm not gonna waste too much time here looking. There are some buttons that'll lift this thing up and sit up for you. If sitting up's too much work for you on your own, you have that doing it for you. So a nice little fancy touch there. Also could just be used as like a nice seating space. You have the TV here that swivels to face the front or the back. And some good storage behind it. We have the two-way fridge here. This is propane and electric, so AC power and propane, either one. So AC when you're plugged in or running that Jenny, and propane when you're boondocking or traveling. So nice freezer box up top. Looks to be about 4 or 5 cubic feet. I'm never sure. Don't trust me on that. Corner baths, I really prefer them. They feel like they don't take up much room, but you get plenty of space in there. Good tall size shower, plenty of room for your knees on the commode. Good quality materials on this counter here. And I think this is kind of nice too, because you're an on-demand water heater. You can actually pick how hot you want your water to be. So if you like those steaming hot showers, crank that puppy up. If you want to conserve a little bit of energy or fuel, whatever it is you're using to heat it with, you just turn it on low. But kind of neat. Hadn't seen that before. That's a new feature. And then some storage here, and then just to give you some relative size, this pole is normally not in here. It's for hanging stuff up when you're not using it as a shower. But without that pole being there, I can easily stand up, get my arms out, and do everything nice and easy. All right, let me trade spots with you. Get a better look at our kitchen. There is actually, for something this small, you know, a non-slide 23-foot van, basically, you do get some extra counter space, some working space here. This guy folds up for just a little bit more. Nice that it folds up and down, because it could be in the way if it were to be up all the time. But you have the single den sink, which I think is just enough. Double dens I think are silly, but that's just my opinion. And then a 2-burner stove here with this neat little backsplash. It'll keep it, as you can see, there's like ambient light underneath it, but more than anything, it's just going to be really easy to keep clean. You have this really nice finish on all of your wood. Just again, easy to keep clean. It's sheen, it looks good, it'll stand the test of time. And then no exposed hardware. It's all just press and unlock. So kind of a neat touch there. You have the soft open, closed drawers there. And some good storage underneath the sink, pots and pans, whatever it is you might need. To the left here, either pantry or closet space, whatever you choose. And 2 more good built-ins down below. But I'd like to point out, because in years past they've gotten really cheap on hinges and hardware, and this is by no means cheap stuff. This is some high quality stuff, and should last you quite a while, just like the stuff from the good old days. Right above your head, you have a fantastic fan, which is a great thing just for keeping air circulated on the hot days, or just maybe something stinks in here. I will get to this. For now, I'll show you, this is kind of our dining area. Let's see, I believe these both swivel. Yes, both of these chairs swivel around, so this can be used as another dining seat. And then this seems like it would be an odd dining seat, but this guy, let's see if I can remember how to do it correctly. Oh geez, not looking very smart. There we go. So this guy actually folds out. It makes it so that this is a nice seat to dine in, this is a nice seat to dine in, and all of a sudden you can fit, 5-6 people here pretty comfortably in this nice little small spot. Now that I'm sitting down, I like the skylight before, but if you, I'll get out of your way, but if you sit down in that spot, you get this really nice kind of, you don't feel closed off with that big skylight shining down on you. It feels like a nice open space. Even if you were sitting, 5 or 6 people here, it doesn't feel crammed, which is really nice. This table does fold completely out of the way too when you need it to, because this is going to make down into a bed, and this one is as well. So you end up being able to sleep someone here. And in the back, of course, I think you sleep 4 or 6, depending on how you have it set up. Again, this thing above my head is gonna equate for 2 of those people. Before I lower that, why don't we come take a quick look at our cockpit here. It's pretty quick. I won't take too much time, but you have navigation, radio, Bluetooth, everything built into here. I believe there's even Apple CarPlay or Android Auto in this as well. I'll double check for you, so if that's important to you, check with me. You have the smart wheel. You can, you know, call by voice, control your radio volume, and then answer and, you know, just control this thing from your steering wheel. So it makes it nice, not having to take your hands off the wheel. USB and auxiliary ports built in here, built there, 12-volt one here, or a cigarette lighter as they call them. 3 cup holders in case you need more than 1 drink when you're driving. I can understand that. Nice small little glove box just for paperwork, nice and handy. And otherwise it's just pretty simple. You have the smart mirror here, pretty simple cluster, but nice visibility. I know it might be tough to see through a camera, but as far as Class B's or C's go, this is a lot of really good visibility. You don't feel like you're looking through a tunnel with that overhang or a big hood out in front of you. It really feels like you're right on top of the front axle, so you feel like you're in good control of the rig. All right, perfect. Enough up here. Let me lower this last piece down and let y'all see what our bed looks like. I know this needs to fold down. I've done this wrong before, so if I'm doing it wrong now, I apologize, but I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, no, I forgot something. Excuse me, exciting stuff. That needs to go down. There we go. All right, so definitely want to have a little ladder for getting up here unless you are very vertically inclined and you can jump that high. We couldn't have bind, I guess, but have a nice little ladder would be good. But again, really nice to point out that skylight that you get with this bed. It's a really nice mattress up here, and it's a good size one too. I think you're a queen size bed here. You end up getting some storage in that front cap there. You could always put something across the top if you wanted to have that be like a big nightstand over there. You have controls for your lights up here. I'm actually not even quite sure what these are intended for, but it could kind of be used as like a separating space. Hang something across and give yourself some more privacy. And then when these turn down into beds, you basically have bunk beds up here. So all of a sudden your 23-foot spacious rig turns into just like a bunkhouse of sorts. So really neat. And then again, I'm sorry, I didn't mention this and I should, last lame thing to end on, but you have the AC unit up top that does have a heat pump on it. So if you're hooked up to power, run the heat pump, you don't need to burn propane. These also dehumidify as they're being used. So yeah, cool. Well, visually that's about all it. The stuff you can't see, this rig is I don't think they call it a 4 seasons package, but it is by every mean. It is an R15 rated ceiling. It's the high density foam in the walls for insulation, and get some low batteries here. But yeah, again, so 2014 Winnebago Trend, Sleep 6, low miles on it, gas motor, but you're going to be really fuel efficient with this thing. Probably going to be, I'd say 10, 11, 12 miles per gallon. And I'm saying that conservatively, it might be better than that. But yeah, there she is. Thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'll see you at the next one.